Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Okay, ready? Check. He's coming. You draw Corker. Shift. Check 37. Let's go.
Clock now on first down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
64. Ready.
This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The 42-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. DeAndre Washington, his first carry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DeAndre Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue, explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 36, Stafford. It's caught on the right side at Smith. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here's Stafford. Looking deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Vincent Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Tighten up. Now.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They look to throw. It's Locke. Sanders has it over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
51 the mic, boy. 51. Fair. Check 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
22-jet bomber.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
8 read.
Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on off.
They've got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 83 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Check three, check three. Switch.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. Watch the ship. Hey. Ready.
On 1st down, Lock. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
51's the mic. Watch the
Hey, lock it. Check. Get it.
Lock now on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They run from the shotgun with Washington. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Topper!
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. Hey. Shoot.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Rock it.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A gain of 7.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here we go.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Monday. Hey, Team 6. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Let's go, D.
Hey, check Mike 21. Let's go now. Look behind.
Stafford now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, easy. Check Mike 21.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby.
Get this.
You're all mine.
32. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, Mike 7. Hey, check 21. What happened?
Stafford.
Push it back.
This is Johnson. He's got it. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
A gain of 14.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Drill right. 22. Mike 21.
Stafford on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey,
Get in the weight room.
alert.
After the sack on first down, Stafford. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey, let go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Yellow 80. 32. Check 15.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Stay 50. Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
That's how we do, G.
we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
X3, 218, chop it.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was third down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Throwing again on second down. Lock. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
10-2 stop.
We go Mike 40, Mike 40. Let's go, G. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Greystone, Travis.
Hey, 40's Mike, 40's Mike.
Go.
Throwing on first down is Lock. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Check
80 weapon.
Shift. Watch the shift. Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike.
Lock again here on second and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 4. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second and 10, Stafford again. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check, Mike 20. Hey, easy. Here we go. Hey, check, Mike 21, check, Mike 21.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's to Fulgham, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down, Lions.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey. Easy alert. Hey, check, Mike 21. Hey, Haywood. Here we go. Hey, check, Mike 21, check, Mike 21. Here we go. Out. Check.
Throwing again is Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
16 yards. First down, Detroit.
Set. Get us 20. Check Mike 21. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the White. Hurry. Watch it. Hey, orbit. Check Mike 21.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A gain of 14. And the Lions first down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
20. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. He can't hang. Go. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 54. Here we go. Zebra. Check Mike 21. Check. You draw Corker.
They go to Johnson again. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey. Zebra. Middle. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Detroit. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. He won't go down. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
32-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
Lock to throw on second down. Incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. 3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
18 Gator. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Deshaun Hand in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
On third and long, it's Lock. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Lucky.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day. And middle.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. On yard.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 39-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the back.
32.
Check 26.
Again, it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Quick dance. Come.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. He sets to fire deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
At the Broncos' 18-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. This side, baby. That's baby side. Alert!
Switch gears.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Defense, let's go.
Zebra. Hey, Foxtrot.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
On third down, Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they've made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Freeman. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He was brought down by Trey Flowers.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Shoot.
Hey, exit. Go.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Locke now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
That's another Broncos first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Locke. Incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11. Hey, wahoo! Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Bandit, bandit. Hey, check Mike 21, hey, check Mike 21. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Alert! Here we go, here we go.
To throw again, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
59! Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Yes. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, Alpha.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Locke. Left side here to Sanders. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey, high 7.
Clock now on 1st down. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point good by Prater. And that will get him one closer. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Watch the screen.
Say go.
Locke trying again after the pick 6. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
On the ball.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hard, hard.
Strip that ball. Check.
General West.
SOS.
Ready?
Locke looks to throw it again. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Locke going to bring the offense up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Locke to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Brad McDougal. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Come on, guys. We got this.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They begin the drive with Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll indeed take a knee.